Hello, everybody, whenever, wherever. Welcome in 2022. So, now, today, I will talk a bit about the path of Earth through January. I know we have already started, but I covered already until today, the 4th of January, perihelion, so closest the Earth closest to the Sun in her orbit, and in my last video. And so, but I short go back, we had this Gemini energy in earlier Gemini in December, and we are carrying on a bit, and with the solstice we had this direct let's say connection to the galaxy, yeah, through the galactic equator. So but Earth now at her most influential point, meaning closest to the Sun, but also her energy is about the roots, right? As everything grows from within to without, like every plant, right? It grows from the soil to into the sky, if you want. So this is this connection, and we do have this connection too. We do have higher visions and ideals and where we want to go and who we want to be and become and so on, yeah, all the time. It's a constant process. It's not only in this time of the year, but the energies are very much, let's say, pushing us into this. And now at perihelion we are more further into Gemini, and so we have maybe we had some doubts, we had some insecurities and so on, but now we are more like in the okay, maybe we can do something, yeah. It's this anchoring, at least to anchor that ideal, and we know we have to put things in, or we want to put things into actuality, into the physical world, right? We don't want to have dreams about something but living in the exact opposite world, right? We want to actualize that, and so we have to ground it, we have to put it into our roots, our root chakra, yeah. What do we really want? And then we start to attract, to develop the steps it needs for that to be fulfilled. You see, a Gemini, so the twins, there is the immortal one and there is the mortal one. And the mortal one, it undergoes changes all the time, but the immortal one, so the idea, the intention, it stays, right? But we know it's a process. We have to go through steps to reach that goal, yeah. So that's why the mortal one, it changes the steps. One step is completed, so it kind of dies away, so the next step can go on, yeah. With this letting go of one step, I mean, okay, we take the conclusion out of it, we take it essence, yeah, but we don't focus on it anymore. We go further, we go one step further. So it's a constant process. So but it's this intention, and then with that we also have on 9th of January we will have the Venus Earth conjunction, and so that will be, it's very interesting, yeah. The heart also stays at Venus stays at the star that symbolizes more the root chakra of the mortal one, and Earth stands at the root chakra or close to it. Now it's the knee. I'm sorry, the knee of the immortal one. So it's bringing then those together when they actually conjunct. Exact. It will be at the root chakra of the immortal one, and so it merges together that realization or the plan for realization, and the heart is with the earth and brings those energies together, right? What the mortal one wants, what the immortal one wants, and it comes together and it stays and it is rooted in, yeah. And we have everything is then aligned. It's an alignment between the heart and our roots, and so we can start to bring that out, that alignment, this coherence, yeah. And same time, very interesting in this time is Mercury stands at near the solstice point in Gemini, and Mercury symbolizes the communication and collaboration, and we have that within too. Remember, everything is fractal. So what we have outside, what we see outside, we have the same within. What we see in the smallest thing, we like in physics, yeah, the smallest thing we can also see in the biggest thing, and everywhere in between. The principle is always the same. It may not look the same exactly, but the principles are always the same. So that's often called the universal laws, things like that. It's these principles that work everywhere the same. And we are as a species, because Earth and we as a species, we go together, right? So we have shifted and we become more aware of these principles again. And what we actually with our mind, which is in some ways the connection, the translator of those ideas, of those visions we get. So not everybody is the same. We may perceive that differently. Yeah, some people may get that in visuals, in dreams, in sudden knowings, in through automatic writing, or whatever, whatever, or channelings, or whatever kind of system is most developed with you, you will perceive. It doesn't mean you can't develop the other things too, but there it may need more work, more steps to do, yeah. And others you already have naturally pretty good developed or open, and so you can perceive through that, yeah. So Mercury is going through that as well, and will then later also conjoin them and then move on, yeah, because he is fast, yeah. I mean, yeah, that goes all very fast, and so within us even faster. But Mercury as a planet, it goes the fastest in the system of planets around the sun, but still pretty slow compared to what we can have, right? So, but anyhow, the system is there, and we have the heart, we have the roots, we have the groundedness, the soil for everything to emerge. And with this coherence, with this going together and playing from the inside out, that's how we develop within the steps. And some things may take longer, and some may go faster, yeah. But also important because we will also move into Cancer on the 15th of January. We will reach 0 degrees Cancer. And so there it will become a bit a shift of energy, yeah. We go more within, so we kind of breathe everything out, yeah. But let's say we have also the ability to go in and out between the realms. We have access to everything. But we have to be also specific. And it's very easy to go through the heart, yeah, because the heart also does have all these connections, right? So we can access the heart, but we also go directly through the roots, through our absolute fundamental things, which is like the genes, the DNA, yeah. It's our most fundamental physical or near to physical structure we have, right? And so we can access that because the sun is opposite in Capricorn, and Saturn stands there too, a bit further in the sign, but it's opening. Saturn, he stands at a degree where there is already a bit more sharing energy, so not fully yet, yeah. We are still babies in this whole thing, right? So yeah, so we have that connection there as well. It's all playing at the same time, right? And there is also Pluto, the transformer, and Cancer there, that is that womb that transforms, that brings all these energies together and discerns them, yeah. And what can I use, what is not useful, and how do I go, and what do I want, and this I clear out, yeah, and this, okay, here I, voila. And so it's this process, yeah. It's putting that energy in a way together so that we can emerge and start to share the new us in, or slowly start to, in late Cancer, which is already in the constellation of Leo, because the head of the lion is more like calculated into the sign of Cancer. It's this emerging out of the nest, of the home, and this cocooning, yeah, like the caterpillar that wants to go out of that skin and then wow, and then fly off, right? So it's this kind of energy. So it's, we were preparing since the equinox and August new moon, and so now this comes to actualization, and we see what we can be, and we can emerge with that. But first we have to discern. We have to discern, okay, this step we already did, so I don't need to focus on that anymore because I've opened already, so I don't need to continue to open whatever chakras all the time or this or that. We can maybe keep some of the practices we did, but this one we don't need anymore. It's already naturally there. I can focus on the next step, and so it is coming out of that, and then we will start to practice more openly and experiment with the energies, yeah, that are around. Don't forget, we also have Uranus, yeah, the liberator. He is over the head of Cetus in Aries, but he will move a bit away from that head, yeah. So this liberating thing is going on the same time as we cocooning for that transformation to happen. And so it's mm, it's just all playing together very well. Yeah, it's really amazing. And so I hope I can bring that a bit over, yeah, because it's really, it's everything plays together. As I said, Mercury, collaboration, yeah, everything within us works together. Also on that DNA level, yeah, there are the proteins that somehow open or yeah, and then the gene is open to be activated, and how is it called, to actually uh, actualize, to be activated, yeah. So mm, this process, yeah, and we have so much information stored there. I mean, they don't know a lot about the DNA, right? They tell something 90 something percent or whatever is junk, yeah? So, I mean, why should we have it if when it's junk? So maybe we'll start to a little bit more be able to perceive and to write new or activate stuff from there. It's all written in there. We have our whole, I don't know how much information there is that I think nobody can really imagine it, right? But we may be able to pick some out, yeah? We have to sit and say, okay, that is my bigger goal and intention, and so what do I need for my next step? And so you pick up this information, whatever it is, in whatever form it will come, but it will come. And we need to set the intention right, and we have to bring it out in a clear form. You know, if we are like this, oh, maybe this, but can I? And ooh, but if that, what will happen? What this one will say, and what can I? If we have all these doubts and self-critical stuff and so on, we will not be able to manifest it because we are not clear. We are sending in chaotic stuff out, and so with sending cows out, we will also reap cows in this way. So we have to focus and be clear of what we want, and also with our actions, yeah. If we say we want this but we do actually the opposite, then it may become a little bit difficult, because your actions do not mirror your thoughts or your wishes, your intentions. And then there can be some disharmony resulting out of it. We can feel stressed out and totally tired and fatigued and all these kind of things, because we are not aligned there within ourselves. And I know it needs sometimes this kind of bravery, right? I mean, we all have that, yeah. We it's sometimes, yeah. But if I'm not doing that, I may not have enough money, and how do I pay the bills and all this kind of stuff, right? But on the other side, we also know if we don't do that, we can never reach that goal, yeah. So if you if we dream of something, we have to try to actualize that, and we have to try to overcome the fears, not in the sense of, okay, no, I don't have worries. No, we don't need to suppress them, but we have to say, okay, I have these worries, but whew, yeah, okay, deep breath, I try. And what I usually did in my life when I was in these situations, and I mean, I did big stuff. I mean, I gave up a very good job in Switzerland, and okay, I was willing to do that, but then I was fired because I became very ill, because I was waiting and I didn't do to, to fulfill my dream, which was to move to Thailand. And no, I was not a rich person. I had some savings and wanted to build up something. Yeah. So, but I had no clear idea. I had an idea, but I wasn't sure if that would work and if I could do that and whatever. But then, finally, I got so ill and then was finally fired. And so I was there. I was so ill and I didn't know what can I do. Nobody is hiring me and whatever. And then I felt a decision and said, okay, I don't have as much money as I thought I should have, but what can I do? And so I said, finish. I just I give up everything and I move. And so I did. And I overcame my illness, and but it reoccurred. But that's another story. Anyway, I did that and I moved. And that was 17 years ago. So, and I'm still here and I still have enough to eat. Can't pay my rent. So, with everything, when we do these steps, and the energies are even more, they are more intense than they were 17 years ago. Yeah? So it's even easier to do it now. When we really go with that and we say, yes, okay, now it's in my case, it was 5 to 12, and you don't need to wait that long, right? Really not. And so, and do it. And when we do it, doors will open, possibilities will appear. Even so, we may not yet exactly know how the next step will be and how it really comes out. But I trust it. I trusted that I can make it work, and it did work. And we all can do that. We all can. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, we can. And so it is with the development and more coming closer to our origins and our real abilities that can help us with this whole manifestation of a new paradigm in this world that is more functional in the sense of helping everybody and not only a few, so that we can be a society in the future that figures out how to really live together in an accepting, diverse, wonderful, beautiful world in a way that functions without depleting anything or anybody, but in fullness through the understanding of how it all works. Yeah, that's the promise we have now. That's the promise. But we also have to work a bit, yeah? So, and with that, I close for today. But you see, you have to cocoon. You have to discern. Yeah? So, and with that, now I really say goodbye for today, and I see you next time when we go a bit more into Cancer and Leo, of course. So, until then, all the best. And yeah, you can click, these buttons, they are there to be clicked, right? And you can write to me with any questions and any additions, or how you see, how you feel everything. And I would be very happy to hear from you. Also, I have now on my website put up a membership section. It's totally free. Most of my website is still public for everybody, but I have some a bit more, let's say, extensive writings and stuff. I will publish more in the membership section, so that those who want to dive a little bit deeper in those themes, they have that possibility, and the others are not bothered with many pages of writings. Right? So like that, I am happy to welcome anybody there, and till then, bye.